Today I'm going to try to run 50 balls again, explain my patterns, and to go into a little bit more detail on what type of English I'm going to use on certain shots. Now on this break shot, it's a high break shot, and on the high break shots, or where the cue ball's to the left of the object ball, I like to put high right hand English on the cue. This way when the cue hits the rack, it tries to push its way through it. If the table's playing good today, the ball should open up nice. Yesterday it was playing pretty slow and I really had a hard time opening up the racks. We'll see. That wasn't bad at all. That's pretty good. That cue ball hit. It wanted to go that way, but it just didn't. Maybe I didn't put enough high right hand English on it. Okay, now looking at it, the one ball's a pretty good break shot. All this, there's nothing here that's a good break shot. There's no combinations going. Always check your rack to see if you got a dead combination. Nothing's going there on combinations. I don't have enough of an angle. The 9 ball's not close enough for me to make the 9 and send it this way. So what I think I'll do is just, if I hit the 9 easy with a little center right, I could put the cue ball right here. And when I make that 11, I'll send that cue back into this rack, push some balls this way. Maybe I'll have 2 or 3 break shots to pick from. Right there. Now I'm going to send the cue ball back into the rack and we'll see what happens. With just center drawer on it. Ooh. Alright. My best break shot, I got a take already. They're still, the table looks like it's playing exactly like it played yesterday, so I got my work cut out for me. Alright. One ball in the corner, I'll just float over here, hit this rail. I'll have the 14 on the 4, the 13, 8 this way. Even the 14 is clear. But I gotta make the 1 first. Just like that. There you go. 7's a good break. 14, like I said, if I draw it back a little bit, I can play the 5 on the side with an angle, send the cue ball that way. Another shot that goes is 2-10 combination, looks good. But we're going to stick with the original plan, the 5 on the side, and I'll send the cue ball into the 2. Just like that. Now I don't like how close these 2 balls got together. So I think I'm going to try to take care of them right now. I'm going to play the 10 and come off the rail and hit one of those 2 balls. Hopefully I'll hit the 12. There you go. Alright, 7 ball's still my best break shot. 13's not bad. It's almost too low, but I can see where I'm racking balls, and it's in the middle of the last row and the second to last row, so I'm okay on that. The problem with low break shots and close to the rail, the closer you get to the rail, the smaller your area that you can put the cue ball to get that angle to break to have a break shot. So you got to be real careful that you don't choose break balls that are so close to the rail. Sometimes you have to, and you just have to work with it. But try to avoid it if you can. And in fact, I really do think that's kind of low. So I'm just going to play it and get it out of there. I'm going to use left hand English just to get the cue out, come over in here. I really would want the cue over here to take care of this 15 that in the corner. Left-hand English. There. I make the 15, then I got the 6. I can float over for the 4, take care of the 2, take care of the 8, and have the 12 as a key ball. Notice that I didn't come too far over because I didn't want to get straight, because I don't want to shoot off the, if you get real straight, you might have to shoot off the rail, and if you could avoid that, avoid it. And this way, with this little bit of angle, at least the cue ball is going to bounce off, and I could play the 2 this way, have an angle this way, come back up here for the 8, and then the 12 in the side. Using left-hand English a little bit high. And I got that right in the side. It hit that rail and spun back this way. Now on this shot, I have a little bit of angle, but if I would have got straight, of course a straight shot, stop shot is easy to make, but then my cue ball is way over here, let's say right here, and then I would have to stretch to get that. So anytime you have to stretch, it's really bad. And you might make the shot, but you'll mess up on your position a lot of times. So it's always best to take your break shot and at least be comfortable when you're shooting it. So I'm going to make the cue ball go up just a little bit. Right there. Now when I shoot this break shot, I'm going to be comfortable, and I can reach the cueall real easy. All right. Now in this shot, I think I might have mentioned high break shots. And this is kind of high, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come into this 2 ball and try to break them open this way. And on these shots, I really like using low left to left center, right around in there. But you need to use whatever you feel more comfortable with. Sometimes different, my interpretation of low left or high right or high left, I might not get as much action as another guy might get. So everybody's different. Everybody feels more comfortable with certain type of strokes. The main thing is not to hit it so hard that you send your cue ball up here and you have a long shot. You gotta keep that cue ball low, and you gotta get some balls open. Well, you know, and I almost called that shot too. You scratch a lot of times in the side pocket, so I lucked out there. Got some good things working for me. I got a nice shot on this full ball, and by shooting this full ball, I'll go back into these balls and open them up a little bit more. And there's no way to avoid it. I've got to go into those balls, because this is the only shot I've got. I got that 13, but I'd still go into those balls. 13's a great break shot. Right there. Now, I looked out. The cue ball was on the bottom rail. I got the one easy shot, but this 9-10 is a little problem, because in order to make that 9, you got to get down in here where you got to play a combination. So being that the cue's there, I might as well take care of that problem right now and get it over with. And this way I don't have to worry about it. I'll make the 9 float up here, and I can work on these 2. There you go. Now I don't have to worry about that little cluster right there. Make the 11, draw it back just a little bit, low left, and then get the 12. If I come back over in here, I can make the 12, come back down here for the 1, then get the 10 out of the way, or move up here, and the 3 ball passes the 10. The 14 don't pass the 10, so the 10 is a blocker on the 14. And the 1 is blocking the 10 from going this way, so I've got to work on that one little problem. Now I know I said I was going to take the 12, but I got a nice shot at that 1 ball. If I play the 1, I get the 10 out of the way, and that clears the 14 up from coming this way. That'll be really good. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's okay to change up your pattern, because most of the time you don't get exact position, and you have to change your pattern, so it's no big deal. Especially when you're nervous. Alright, now in this shot here, the 5 ball is really a little problem ball. It's hard to get to the 5 because of the 2. So if I could play the 10, bump the 5 ball out. Now I don't care if the 5 hits the 15, because the 15, even though it's a decent break shot and you got kind of a key ball, I still like the 13 as the break because I'm right-handed and I'd rather shoot this way. So I'm going to bump the 5 and just get it out, and it'll open it up even better for me. Low ride, right there. Okay, now I want to take care of this 14-3, make the 12, I'll draw it back right about in here and go for the 6 this way. Even if I hit the 2, it doesn't matter, but I don't think I'll hit the 2. I think I'll bypass the 2 coming over here. Right there. Alright. Make that 6 and I'll take care of that 14-3 like I talked about. Okay, on this shot, I'm just going to follow the 3 and then I'll play the 14 in this left corner. Now I got a slight angle, which is really good. Now I could use low left and send my cue ball right in here to make the 2 this way, or the 5 or the 8. I like to keep all my patterns close in the middle. Everybody has a different way of doing it. I like to stay right in the middle and work my way around. One of my dogs there wanting attention. Who's there? Is that Roxy? This is Roxy. Come here. Come here, Roxy. Come here and say hi to everybody. This is Roxy. Oh, she's bad. Say, I catch squirrels and everything, don't you? Where's your sister? Where's your sister? Go get her. Go get your sister. Come on. All right. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. All right. There's my 2-ball right there. Just like I said. Alright, I'm going to, on this one, if I just follow it down a hair, 5 right in the side. Okay, on this, I could float over to the left just a little bit. I float to the left. Oh, there's a few ways to do this. I could come here, shoot the 15 in that way, and come back and follow the 8 there. I could come further here, play the 8 this way, and then draw it back over here. We'll see. I think I'll play 5, 8, 15. Whoa, I thought I missed that shot. Man, I thought I missed that. I was lucky on that. Alright, now 15 ball. I think what I'll do is I'll come all the way across the table and let it bounce off this rail. Main thing is not to scratch in this pocket. So I'm just going to use a little bit of left high follow. I don't want to go right because I don't want it to spin out here. I'd rather have a short break shot than scratching over here, and I really don't want to put it on this rail because then it's over. So I need a little bounce. Just like that. Decent break shot. Looks like the beginning break shot. Open up is the question. I'm ready to open. Okay, on this one, instead of putting high follow, high right, I'm going to use just some right drawback. I'm going to hit that rack, kind of stun it, and get the cue ball away from it, and we're going to see what happens. There. That wasn't bad at all. I got 15, I got the 1, and basically that's all I have. I have a combination 8 into the 12 into the 5. It's makeable, it's a hard shot, but if I had nothing, I'd play it. The problem here is the next shot. Now if I follow it, this is blocking that pocket, so I don't have anything going this way. The 5 is makeable. If I went behind this rail, I can make the 5, but a lot of times it'll come off the rail, make the 5, but it'll hit the back of that 12 and the cue ball will go in there. So you gotta be real careful. So the best thing to do is, being that I'm not on the rail, I can put some drawback on this, make the 15 bounce off the 1, keep the cue here, at least I got the 6 going this way. Maybe even if I come down low enough, I'll have the 4 on the side. Well, I got the 4 on the side, and I don't have the 6 this way, but I got the 6 this way, or I got, let's see, also got the 11 going that way. So I got shots. I just didn't like going forward because I knew this was going to be problems in here. I'll just take that 6. If I hit the 5, it's not even bad. Not a bad thing to do because it'll knock that 5 out. But I'm not going to take the try that shot. I'm just going to try to make the 6 and then play the 4 on the side. All right. Once I make the 4 on the side, I got a nice angle where I could hit the 8 and 10 ball. Hopefully open them up a little better. Alright. Now, it's getting down to where I need to start looking for break shots. And 3 ball's good. The 14 is right on that line, but it has a lot of potential to be a break shot. 8's kind of a problem ball because it's so close to the 9. Now I could make the 8 this way, although I could make the 11 with low right, hit the 9, try to get the 9 away from the 8. If all comes worst to worst, I could make some kind of combination to make that 7, but I should have the 8 in the corner. There. Right there. See, and I can't make that 8, so the 9 bounced up a little bit too much. Now on this shot, same thing. Those balls were problems, so I could draw this out with low right and hit that 12 and get it away. Hopefully it's not going to get stuck on that 1, and the key should come out far enough where I have a clear shot on the 8. Or even back on the 5. See, and I got it stuck. But I got the shot on the 8, and we'll work on that. I'm going to try to play the 2 ball next by using right hand English. I'll just come back up over this way. There you go. Now on this shot I could play the 2, like I said, and I could just nudge that 14 ball. I should be able to nudge it a little bit. It's either going to go way over here or I could just nudge it a little. I'm just a little bit worried about a shot afterwards, but I should have this 10 ball coming this way. Now I could make the 5, and there's absolutely no problem about making the 5, just like this, and sending them into this area. It's another option. Or here's another option. I can make the 5 real easy. Keep the cue ball right here and then make that 9 and send the cue ball back into these 2. That looks like the best shot for me. If I put the cue right here with low right, I should be able to get these 2 and break them up. I just want to hit this with right hand English because I don't want it to go down and get even with the 9. It has to stay above the 9 when it comes off that rail. Just like that. Alright, 9-ball with low right. We'll see if we can break them up. If I hit them, I should get them broke up. I got the 3 going this way, or I got the 2 going this way. And like I said, that 14 is right on the line. Run. Do I count it in the rack or out of the rack? This is my house, so that's in the rack. That's fine. All right, we'll give it a shot. Oh, I table foul. I hit those balls, but I broke them up. All right, we're still going. What is good? What is good? Now I could make this. If I make the 12, that cue ball is flying over here because I'm so close to the 12, and I could double hit on the cue ball. So I think I'll just play that 2. I'll settle for the 3 being the break ball. I'll hit the 14. Hopefully the cue ball will come here, and then I'll have the 10 to shoot at, or the 14 in that corner. There you go. Very nice. All right. So I can make the 14, draw it back a little bit, make the 10 with a little bit of angle, float, 12, come off the rail, 1, and come back for the 3. This is just a little bit of draw. Just like that. And now I want to use right draw to bring it out over in here. Closer to the 1 ball, the better. All right, now I'm going to come back out off that rail for the 1. Boy, I hit it hard. Why did I hit it so hard? Oh. Talking about a mess. That's a mess. I didn't mean to do that. I just punched it a little too hard. All right, well, when you mess up, you got to get back on your feet, and you got to take a shot and get back into it. See, I can make that 3 ball and put the cue here and try the side pocket break coming off the rail into them. Or I could attempt to make the 1 and send it around 3 rails to right back here. And that's what I'm going to do. Now let's say that the 1 ball was here and I was trying to get position for it up the corner and I really messed up. Well, the best thing to do is maybe take your break shot, put the cue ball right on the rail. You're not going to have a break shot, but then you shoot your 1 ball up the corner and play safety, and you send the cue ball way up here. So you give up the table, but you give up the table, your opponent has to take a break shot, a safety off the rack. Now I don't care how many balls you run, to give up the table on a miss is not as good as to give up the table on the same run on a safety. Big difference. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's give this a try. And there's my break shot. Now, it's a little bit longer than what I was going to have. I bet you I would have had a break shot right in here, but it's still a very nice break shot. Corner, same thing. I want to use draw on this. I don't want to hit it with follow because I don't want that. I don't want to overhit it, and I don't want that cue ball to get stuck in the rack because the brake shot is just so high. And I'm hoping I don't scratch in the side like I almost did last round. Alright, what do I have? What do I have? Always check the pack for a combination. You never know. It's good to walk around the table, get all the angles of the balls and clusters. And nothing, there's no combination, so I know that. I got to take that, like I said before, it seems like after I break balls, I've got to take some type of easy shot to get me going. And thank goodness I have that ball. Now when I make that 4, I would like the cue ball to hit here and then stay down low. This way I'll have the 2 and I could come back here on top of the table and start working my way down. Because nothing's going this way. It's just too clustered. So everything's smushed together, as David would say, blackjack. Smushed. All right, we'll give it a try. I got that too, but I lucked out that I hit it a little extra hard and I bumped that 7 and I have that. The problem is I still got kind of a cluster in there. Still got kind of a cluster. Now, if I make the 10 and I draw back, I can bump that 6. And I should have the 2 as an insurance ball and maybe the 5. So I'm not too scared. Even if if I got stuck on that 6, I should have the 5 or I should have the 2. So it's not a bad shot. And that's what I'm going to give it a good try. Get my hand in here. Yeah, I didn't do much, but I was trying to move them around. See, it's too bad that 14 is real close to the 11, and it can't be made. So the balls that I do have clear are the 2 and the 5. The 1 and the 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. So I need these 4 and a little help for I think it's 50. I think I ran 3 racks. I lost count. All right. What are we doing, Mikey? How about if we play the 5, float over here for the 13, come across, get position here, and play a nice break shot into the rack. Worst thing that could happen is if I come up too high, then I'll just use the 13 as a break shot into the rack. I didn't go high enough, but I'm okay. Up and down the table. A little high right. Come on, just like that break shot I talked about, right there. All right. Now I got myself a normal break shot. That's all it is. You don't have to get flustered. Just think to yourself, it's just a normal shot. And one thing too that's really important that I've learned, and I still make the mistake, never watch the cue ball where the cue ball's going. If you have to put the cue ball in a certain little area, you've got to keep your eye on that object ball and make sure that goes in. Then look at the cue ball. Because every time you watch the cue ball, you will miss that shot. I hope I get a shot, and I might be still. Oh, I think I'm stuck big time. Oh God, I'm stuck. It's horrible. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that means I have 6 out of 48 balls. What is this? My daughter's home. My daughter's home.
Worked way too hard today.
Did you?
Way
Poor Lise. Alright. I'm in trouble. Look, now whoever thought that that would happen? I might have to just put this up as a 48 ball run. I mean, it can't be helped. I couldn't have done a better job if I would have put that cue ball in there with my hand. So, let's see. I'm dead. I'm so dead. It's disgusting. Alright, here's one shot. Let's see. I'm going to play the 2. Oh, Mikey. Alright, so much for that run. There's 1. Come up. There's 2. What a shame. Whoever thought that would happen? 3.